back to another edition of Insurasales Live. We're coming at you from from Dallas, Texas. We're at the 8% event. We're on day 2. It's been an excellent time. We're up early, staying out late, hanging out with everyone. Had an awesome welcome party that, a ladies' night that Lauren Askins threw last night. That was so much fun. And then good Lord. It wasn't the welcome party. That was 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
2 days. The after party, which was so cool at the House of Blues. So we're having a great time. My buddy James Whitley here today, an absolute incredible agent. Do you want to tell him the name of your company, where you're from?
Sure, yeah, James Whitley, Senior Life Services. We're a final expense agency, telesales. I've been doing this 13 years, but SLS has been around for, it's our 50th anniversary, and we'll do about 25 million of final expense all over the phone, and that's all I know. That's all I do.
I love it, and you've been extremely successful. I see you speaking at events. You're so much fun. You're always so willing to pour into people. And this weekend, we've had kind of this interesting thread that's been going through these conferences. We've talked to a lot of moms coming through, and I've shared my story about how my son got sick while I was here. I'm going to be away for 9 total days. I had a family funeral and then flew here from that. So this is not only our longest time apart, but then he also got sick, which was really, really tough on me as a mom, and we hear about that a lot. And you're dealing with the same thing today, and I think we forget a lot of times that dads are dealing with that as well. So I love that you are so open about sharing about your family and what you guys do. So do you want to speak a little bit about how you kind of, I hate to use the word balance, right? We're all like, how do you navigate building such a massive agency and being such a present dad at the same time?
Yeah, I think, I have a saying at, our organization, and I run a call every morning and stuff, and we always talk about you got to find the why that makes you try and the why that makes you cry. And so often, to your point, we come to these events or we see people talking and it's all about houses and cars and lifestyle and all this stuff. But for me, I was always motivated to be able to, provide that for my family. And sometimes people question, why do I work so hard? Why do I do all this stuff? And my wife has had some serious health challenges after my first son was born, and it was a very traumatic childbirth, and it kind of sprung up some serious immune issues and autoimmune issues. And so I'm always grateful. If I hadn't worked so hard to build all this stuff, I wouldn't be able to give her the medical care and the attention and stuff that she needs. She had to medically retire. She was a very successful prosecutor, an attorney, and she was very passionate about it. And so, that side of insurance, people don't talk about enough, I don't think, which is I haven't had to question, like, can she get this treatment or can she do that or whatever. I just say whatever it takes, whatever she needs. And the same holds true for my kids. I work hard, I work a lot of hours and all that stuff, but I make sure that like Jesse Itzler talked about, to then have that balance to where when I'm not working, then I put all my attention and focus into them and trying to be the best dad I can and provide, a life for them and find activities that we can all do together, for my 5-year-old and my 1-year-old, and trying to find the balance for all that stuff. But without insurance, I wouldn't be able to do a lot of that stuff for them.
Yep.
So.
And it does afford us such great freedom in that sense. And I see you, you really are. I've heard it before, but when Jesse said it yesterday from the stage, be where your feet are, it hit different. Yep. I think because I'm in a parenting valley right now, so to speak. So it really did hit different, and it's so fun to see you kind of sharing your family and what you guys are doing and what's going on. And a lot of times I'll talk to agents, and I'm talking to single agents that are just starting out. They already have families. They're trying to figure out what they're going to do. And they're like, well, I don't have James's book, right? And I'm like, but sometimes it's okay to make enough for your family to live comfortably too. And then you're able to have the same freedom. And that's what's so cool about insurance, is you always have that ability to scale and then stop for a second, and scale and stop for a second. So it really is it's like those, remember those books when we were little where you could choose your own adventure?
Exactly.
It was like turn to page 214. that really is how I see this business, and it's so cool. And the freedom, the technology, like we're obviously rolling out our tech stack this weekend, and Brandon's giving it to the masses for free for single agents. You don't get a single you're going to have to pay.
Right.
If you're James, you're going to pay. But it's so cool because my husband had a brain tumor when we had our property and casualty business, and I just had to cross my fingers and hope everybody worked because we didn't have the technology platforms that we have now. It didn't work out, so I'm always saying on stage, people say, I can teach you how to get to 6 figures in 30 days, right? And I'm like, I can teach you how to lose 6 figures in 6 months. Yep. But it's just always kind of my joke. But I appreciate you stopping by and sharing your story. And where do you want people to find you? How do they find you?
I'm not as good as Sandra, but I am on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. It's just James Whitley. I respond to people on there. I'm always on there. I just don't post enough, but I do post my family on there, so you'll find them on there and what we're doing. So
awesome. Well, thanks so much for coming and hanging out with us today.
No, thank you.
We'll go dry my eyes, and we will see you guys at the next one.